that you most resonate with, and then go back and apply it and experiment with it in your work life. So that one point that your intuition says really works for you. So let's dive right into it. The first section is about improving the communication with your employees, which also means empowering your employees and putting your employees first. The first tip within this section is to be open about your challenges. Be open about your challenges. Your work challenges, not the last fight you had with your girlfriend over who burned the hook ball up. By the way, it was me. And I got yelled at pretty badly. This really happened. It's important to be transparent as a leader and share with your employees some of the struggles you're going through. Now, I'm not saying that a leader should get up and share every last personal detail of their life, but when you're transparent, it does cause your employees to trust you. Let me give you an example here that demonstrates exactly what I'm talking about. In the past, I worked for a Fortune 500 company. It was publicly traded at the highest level. This was in Maryland, a little bit north of Washington, D.C., on the east coast of the United States. And they went through a huge round of layoffs that affected the entire company, including my department. This is pretty common for big companies. And one of the highest level executives at this Fortune 500 company came to my department to supposedly speak about why the layoffs occurred. So literally the topic in the email as we were preparing for this huge high-level executive to come to our department was, why did the layoffs occur? Question mark. He comes to our office, 45, 50 of us in the department. We're in the conference room. We're all anxiously awaiting, why did the layoffs occur? And I'll never forget, this high-level executive came in, and he did not once in his 40-minute speech mention the layoffs. Literally, he did not even briefly touch on it for 30 seconds. All he talked about was the different things going on at the company and how things were going really well. And we're all looking at each other confused, very confused, wait a second, you're supposed to come and tell us why the layoffs occurred. I mean, he had us sweating harder than that poor hook ball at 200 degrees. I mean, we were nervous out of our minds because here's what happened. Because he lacked transparency, the employees in my department assumed the worst, and they thought we were next. So this high-level executive leaves on his high horse. Everyone is too afraid out of their minds to ask him one question. So no one asked a single question. They're just too afraid that they would ask the wrong question and get fired, because so many people just got fired. He leaves, and I kid you not, people started freaking out. People started freaking out. I remember as I was walking back to my desk, one of my coworkers said, I'm applying for a new job right now. I got to get out of here. We're all going to lose our jobs. And then right as I was about to get into my cubicle, there was this one woman who was on Skype on her phone with her husband, and she was bawling her eyes out, crying uncontrollably. And she said, we're next. We're next. We're going to get fired next. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. We weren't next. The layoffs were done. No one else at our company got fired. But because this high-level executive lacked authenticity and transparency, he missed a chance to lead from his heart and connect with our department. He could have been a little more open about why the layoffs occurred, and then share exactly why we're still valued, why we're at the company, and then how we can move forward to improve conditions. So be open about your challenges, be transparent. It will increase trust and create an awesome culture in your company. To empower your employees. This is a huge failure in corporate America. They refuse to empower their employees, and that's what lit a fire in me. I was like, wow, there's no empowerment in many of these companies in America. I'd like to start sharing this and helping companies empower their employees. So we're keeping this practical. Let me give you a 5-step process to empower your employees. Final tip within this first section is to put your employees before money, power, and ego. Really quick example to share with you the dynamic power of putting your employees before money, power, and ego.